The Fortnite Chapter 2 Remix season is finally being revealed, so let's go through everything we know so far, starting with the Battle Pass skins. And remember, if you want the Battle Pass or one of the new skins in the regular item shop, I am still gifting 5 subscribers every single day who drop a like, turn on all notifications, and leave a comment with their epic ID. Shout out to these legends, and a special thank you to everyone taking 2 seconds to type Doom in their Fortnite item shop today when they log on. I greatly appreciate it. So the first confirmed Battle Pass skin for Chapter 2 Remix is Meowdis, which is obviously a mashup of Midas and Meowscles. And funny enough, in the original Chapter 2 Season 2 trailer, we saw Midas petting Meowscles, so we probably should have been able to guess this was coming ahead of time. Certain content creators were lucky enough to get these awesome pins where we got the first look of Meowdis' head, which confirmed the skin. And well, if you were hoping for a different Midas mashup, don't worry, because Epic Games is apparently hiring way more people to work on cosmetics now, so I have a feeling we're gonna see some other Midas related skins in the item shop during the season. Fortnite severely underestimated the success of Fortnite OG, but this time it looks like they're ready to capitalize on the hype with a bunch of different skins. Our next confirmed Battle Pass skin is Ripley, a hilarious mashup of 2 goofy skins, Mancake and Ripley. Mancake is actually from Chapter 2 Season 5, so I consider this really good news because this confirms that we will see mashup skins from characters all throughout Chapter 2 rather than just Seasons 1 through 3. If you didn't know, the Fortnite Chapter 2 Remix map will largely be based on Seasons 1 through 3, with map changes coming every single week. One of the other pins in the set included is actually one of the buildings from Misty Meadows, but I'm thinking it won't be the exact Misty Meadows we got in Chapter 2 since this season is branded as a remix rather than an OG season. Another pin we see in the collection is Tina, and we know this because of the freckles she has, but you can also tell that her hair is different than usual, and that is because Tina will be combined with the Season 3 Chapter 2 skin Ocean to make the Splosion skin. Personally, Tina is one of my favorite skins of all time because of her toon style you can activate mid-match, which looks absolutely awesome when she's all gold, so I cannot wait to get this skin. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it before, but Tina's original concept art was so sick that I'm praying Fortnite decides to introduce her as a skin in the item shop maybe. And then I also saw this awesome concept by Alex Zeeble on Reddit, which made me think how cool it would be to get a new mythic grenade launcher for Tina. The fact the season is being called Chapter 2 Remix gives me a small shred of hope that we could see some remixed mythic weapons. I mean, even the default skins are getting a remixed look for this Chapter 2, since Epic already added the Lego version of them to the files. And actually, this just reminded me that data miners have already discovered that a mythic lowrider hydraulics vehicle mod will be released during the Chapter 2 Remix season, so this in itself pretty much confirms that new weapons and loot will be coming, and it won't just be a repeat of old Chapter 2. The hydraulics mod will give your car the ability to jump, drop it left, and increase the bounciness of the car. This item is actually tied to an official Snoop Dogg collaboration that will be coming, so it would be kind of funny if they mashed up Snoop Dogg with an existing Fortnite character. Moving on though, our next Chapter 2 Remix Battle Pass skin will be Deadpeel, obviously a mashup between Deadpool and Peely. There's a small part in the Chapter 2 Season 2 trailer where Peely spins the bookcase and we see Deadpool for a brief second, so that's a funny little Easter egg that connects these 2 characters as well. If you go to Fortnite's YouTube channel, you'll see that their most viewed video ever is the Chapter 2 Season 2 trailer, so it makes sense why they're focusing on the characters from this season for this Battle Pass. But back to the pin collection though, because Fortnite actually left an interesting Easter egg in the promo box they came in. You can see the butterfly pin here, but then there's also an image of the butterfly on the inside corner of the box, and right next to that is a cat logo, which is actually Hope's own logo. So clearly they are tying in the current storyline to the Chapter 2 Remix season somehow. So I'd say this pretty much confirms Hope will continue to be a main character in Fortnite overall, rather than just limited to the Chapter 5 5 storyline. I don't think we know yet why Hope is such a fan of cats, but maybe she'll end up being related to Meowscles or something. If you look at Hope's backlink Raticat, you'll see the description says, an old friend from a former life. And actually, all of her other cosmetics have to do with this same cat, and this cat has an earring just like the icon on the promo box. There is this survey skin that is an actual cat with a cat ear hoodie, so maybe this is the old friend she could be talking about. The only thing is, this survey skin doesn't have the earring on the ears of the hood, but maybe the earring is on the cat's actual ear. Who knows what reality they came from, but hopefully we get some answers during this live event. Another mystery I'm interested in is why Hope saw Sloan during one of her visions. Other than this mural at her house and Sloan's face on the computer screens, we haven't heard a single thing about what she's doing right now. I think there is a good chance she will show up during the end of season 4 live event, or at the very least at the start of the chapter 2 remix season, because Sloan was a major character during the chapter 2 storyline. This version of Sloan that looks like she was a part of the last reality or something was never released after being shown in the survey skins a while ago, so maybe after all this time we'll get this skin and find out where she got this suit at. If not, I think it's pretty safe to say we'll get a new Sloan skin, or at least a mashup of Sloan and another character. There are a lot more skins to talk about, but let's talk about some other information we just received. Hypex has already confirmed that they're working on the chapter 2 reload playlist, which obviously probably won't be in game until after the chapter 2 remix season and in chapter 6, but that is still pretty cool because personally chapter 2 was my favorite chapter overall. But not only that, they're actually working on a lot of other new game modes. There's a mode codenamed Sprout, which is Lego related and has something to do with doing jobs, because apparently you can become like an accountant and an auditor, so that's kind of weird. I don't know what that could be. And then another Lego playlist is codenamed Rivalry, and we don't have any concrete info on that mode, but obviously it seems like it would be combat related in some way. And then finally there's a mode codenamed Feral, which is going to have a ranked version, so I guess it's possible that could be for the ranked chapter 2 reload, but I'm not sure. But some people are guessing we could be getting a dedicated basketball game mode, believe it or not, because in the Big Bang Live event there was like a basketball reality we saw when we were floating through the universe. And this is actually important because in the Apple vs Epic Games court documents back in 2021, there was a document that said Epic was preparing a dedicated basketball mode for Party Royale at the time. So yeah, this is from like 3 years ago, so it is pretty old and could have been scrapped. But the NBA season did just start, so it would kind of make sense if we got this during chapter 6. We know in chapter 6 that they're completely revamping the UI, like especially for Discover, as you guys can see here. So I'm sure we'll be getting even more modes than what have already been leaked. And not only that, they're also going to be changing the UI for the locker. And I guess this is a little bit of an upgrade, but to be honest, I really miss how the old locker worked. I just felt like it was a lot simpler and easier. But anyways, a leak we got a while ago that is still never came out is the fact that the chapter 2 season 4 Marvel mythics were added back to the files in the beginning of this season. So I thought for sure we would see these during like the Day of Doom Marvel LTM we got this season. But since that never happened and we didn't get to use them in the final fight against Dr. Doom himself either, maybe, just maybe, we will actually get them in the chapter 2 remix season. Even though technically we're only supposed to be going through seasons 1 through 3, we are getting skins from other seasons of the chapter, so I guess it wouldn't be that much of a stretch if we saw the Marvel mythics from chapter 2 return again. The only reason I'm somewhat doubtful about it is the fact that they also had added the Attack on Titan mythics back to the game at the same time, and obviously those have nothing to do with chapter 2, and as much as I would love to see those return as well, it just doesn't really make sense. So I don't know if they were just using like aspects of it to use for different game features or what, but maybe we'll get an awesome surprise when we wake up one of these days. And actually a super weird leak that just came out is the fact that Fortnite is going to be selling separate shoe cosmetics for in-game very soon. Right now they're only compatible with 341 skins, and it's going to have its own separate shoes item shop tab. And well, I just gotta say, this might be the most pointless cosmetic they could have possibly added, because when do we ever see our own shoes, or other people's shoes for that matter? I don't think anyone's paying attention to that. So it is super weird that they're doing this, and to be honest, honest, now that I'm thinking about it, that whole theory about the basketball game mode coming to Fortnite actually makes a lot more sense if they're doing this, because otherwise I don't see the point of it. I just don't get why they would scrap like the whole weapon charms cosmetics and then decide to go with this instead. However, some good news we just got is the fact that Fortnite themselves have confirmed that Sabrina Carpenter emote will be returning in Chapter 2 Remix, and they're gonna slow the music down with it to actually reflect the actual song, because if you didn't know, the sound that came with the emote was all sped up and people just hated it, so they saw that right away, took it out, and are gonna fix it for the next time they release it. And I'm not sure if you guys knew this because I didn't, but apparently there is no Lego version of Deadpool in the game right now, and that is because I guess Deadpool is too crude for Lego's liking. But now they've added a Lego Deadpool in a separate Lego Marvel Avengers game, so that whole reasoning doesn't really make sense. So maybe Lego will give in and just give a Deadpool Lego skin for Fortnite as well. So I'm sure a lot of you guys will be happy about that, because it seems like Lego Fortnite's actually pretty popular now. Next up though, let's talk about the rest of the Chapter 2 Remix skins we could see coming very soon. I would say a brand new Travis Scott skin could be one of the most anticipated Chapter 2 skins, and honestly it could be one of the most anticipated skins of all time at this point, just because he hasn't been released since his live event like 4 years ago at this point. So I think the perfect mashup would be him and Cyclo, just because we know we're getting that device live event at the end of the Chapter 2 Remix season, and actually Cyclo was like the main skin featured when we got the original device event, so this would be one of the most popular skins of all time, I think. Another cool skin could be Infused Raz, because obviously he was like the main character of Chapter 2 Season 6, and I bet a lot of new people have started playing Fortnite since then, so there's probably a lot of people that never even got the chance to buy a Raz skin. Next up we have Slurp Ball, which is obviously a mashup between Ripley and the 8-Ball skin from Chapter 2 Season 1. And then what if Fortnite actually decided to release the scrapped The General skin and he actually somehow became a part of the storyline, since this is a remix season now? Because if you didn't know, an official Fortnite concept artist actually released his drawings of this skin, and Epic Games forced him to delete it like within a day. So that kind of suggested they were still considering bringing him to the game at some point, and this season would really be the perfect opportunity to do it. So drop a like if you're hyped for the Chapter 2 Remix season, and I'll see you guys in the next one.